We lost the porta potty. Oh God.
Oh shoot.
It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world.
Well, if that's the only thing, that's the worst thing that happened, we're okay.
Oh, look at that shelf cloud coming in. Holy crap. That's not good. It's coming in hot. So we've been short on rain for about 3 weeks now, and we're finally getting a shower or a thunderstorm rolling through, but as you can see, this shelf cloud is rolling in really fast. And it's super like eerily quiet. Black. Winds is starting to pick up now. You can see those clouds moving really fast just above the trees. I don't know if you can hear the wind in the trees, but from no wind to like massive wind.
I hope we don't get hail.
That sound, it's not thunder, that's our coverall flapping. They said with the weather warning there's talk of 100-kilometer winds, so I don't know if you can. Oh, here comes the rain. Okay, we're just gonna go out and take a little tour quick. I got the boss with me. This is what we usually do after, well actually it's still raining pretty good, after a big storm. Hopefully there's no damage anywhere. More interested in checking out what the wheat looks like with that wind and rain and it being so close to harvest. I get a little nervous that it was going to go over. It was getting lazy already. A storm like that doesn't help very much, so we'll go down the road and take a look at it and see what it looks like.
Yeah, that's a big one. Now, do we have to clean that one up?
Technically the township. Yeah. One branch down. So that's some corn here that I think the wind pushed it a little bit in spots. Just a little lodge, but not too bad. It'll come back out of it. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it did go through. So that's the last wheat field that we checked. We didn't show the other one over by Hensel. It was okay. This one looks pretty good too. Looks fine. After the storm sky. Well, it's sunny Sunday. And post Saturday night storm, I know we went on that little crop tour last night just to check the wheat more so, and noticed the corn had a bit of a lean to it. And just out here on the hill around the bins, I actually walked into the corn and we have green snap. Broke off right at the growing point. So those plants are done. I'm not sure how bad it is. I think it's maybe just a little bit on the higher ground. I went to look at our weather station to see what the peak wind was. But it never really came up. But I think from the video you can see that it was quite windy and wet. So we're just gonna hop in the truck quick, take a look at a couple fields, and I just gotta run back and grab the drone. I forgot it. And we'll just take a look at a couple of these fields and see what they look like. Just pulling over here on the side road, and we'll take a look. I think some of this corn might be more of a problem with it's a gravel base, this farm, and I wonder if more of the problem with it has just been drought stress over the drought and heat stress over the last little bit, and not so much green snap. So I'm gonna hop out and we'll take a look. So yeah, here's our first victim, right off the edge of the field, second row in, and this is what I'm talking about. Just broke right off. Right there where my thumbnail is, that's actually the cob. So kind of broke off right where the cob is going to form. So this plant, because the growing point's gone, is kind of no good. It's only one plant in here so far, and then actually to get into this corn, it's fairly tall. Yep, here. Another spot. So just get an idea of the staging on these fields, I just popped the whorl out. And this is kind of like the last real green leaf. The rest of them here are like in the whorl. They're wrapped up, so that's 1, 2, 3 leaves till a tassel. So my guess will be, with the temperatures, a week. In a week this stuff will probably be tasseled. Hopefully we get another rain down here. As I said, surprisingly it looks like it didn't get a whole lot, because I was getting mud on my tires at home cutting with the bush hog, and down here it doesn't look that bad at all. Yeah, I'll go down and take a look at this spot right here. Where it kind of looks like something pushed through the corn. So just kind of cruising along here and trying to see if there's much you can see. It's kind of hard with the drone, but most of the corn looks fine. Like there's a spot right there that we can see where it broke off. Right there. But there's not like vast areas. Just kind of like swirls kind of where the wind went through, but I'll probably try to do a couple drone deploy flights here shortly to kind of get a vegetative index rating on the corn and see how much maybe we're impacted by the dry weather at the start there. But I think we're okay with this corn. I'm just gonna go up here and check the field behind across the creek. So this is across the creek. It's a little bit shorter corn because it was planted later, but I don't really see too much going on with it. Looks like right there, if you take a look, looks like the wind swirled through there a little bit, so I'm just going down to see if we can see some green snap in it. Probably pushing the limits of my drone here, but this stuff was a little bit shorter, so I expect that it probably is fine. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much here. So this is when I noticed it. I was just cutting bush hogging out around here, and I was kind of going along the corn right here. I'm like, oh snap. Like 2 plants in a row there. Bit of a lean on the corn too, if you can tell. It's surprising, like there's a fair bit here, and I wonder if, like, here's a bad spot, right? Like, didn't see anything like this in the other field. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got a fair bit of plants in a row, so right through this area here looks really bad. I'm gonna throw up the drone and get a perspective, but if you look behind me, we got the grain bins right here, we got the coverall right there, and the wind was just howling this way. And I wonder if the dynamics with the grain bins there and the coverall, the wind just kind of whipped around here even quicker, because I'm not seeing it out farther in the field or towards the north, towards the bush, that direction. I'm just kind of seeing it in this area right here, so I'm gonna go back to the truck, grab the drone, pop it up quick, take a look. But my guess is that it's just right here. But you can just kind of see plants knocked over. So here's a spot you can see there's some corn that's been knocked down right there, right kind of center right, and going straight there center right again, like kind of a little swirl that rolled through there. So I think it's not ideal. I think it's, as I said, worst kind of just right around the bin area here. You don't really see any major pattern with it, like flat areas. Like here's a spot where you can kind of see where the corn kind of got pushed. Right in the center of the screen again. A couple flat spots. So as I said, I don't know if it's a dynamic of the bins and the but yeah, you can kind of see all those marks right there, kind of right through the center of the screen, where you can almost see a pattern through it, kind of center right, where the wind just kind of whipped through there and pushed some corn over. I think once we kind of some more swirls there, but I just think, like, it was ridiculous wind. I've never seen it that windy around here in a number of years. Kind of right through that area on the right hand side of the screen, right beside the bins. This seems to be what was impacted the most. Like right there, center screen, more corn that kind of went down. So I'll maybe try to fly it in a week, because those plants, that tissue would be dried off. But you know, kind of center left there, you can just see it almost looks like squirrels from the wind. But anyways, I don't think it's too bad. So I guess it could have been worse. We got some rain out of the deal. Let's just hope that we don't get any more windstorms like that. As you can see from the drone footage of the home farm here, just kind of flying around taking a look, it actually is a little bit worse than I thought it was going to be. Not much we can do. I think we'll just, as I said, fly it again in a couple days, because we'll get an idea of kind of what turns brown and dies versus what's still kind of green and living. But there's a couple flat spots out there, and what you do, like, it's just kind of down in spots. You can kind of see it in the video here where you just kind of see spots that are swirled or twisted and look a little flat. There's more of them than I thought there would be, but as I said, not much we can do. I'm gonna do a drone deploy of that little 38-acre field there, and maybe it'll give us an idea of where some of the problem areas are. I also will be doing a fungicide application at tassel time, so I'll get an idea going through the field how bad it is there. It might be a little bit tough to go through the rows if we got some gooseneck corn, but I'll maybe take some time to walk it and do, as I said, a drone deploy and see what it looks like here in a week. That's about the same time we'll be doing the tassel spray, so I'll keep you posted, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Just stopped in here quick to check the wheat field. Can you hear that? Oh, she's super close to harvest. My gosh. Oh wow, I can't believe this. I knew it was close, but I didn't think it was this close. It seems rain always brings stuff on too. Yeah. So looks like we'll have some harvest videos very shortly. I think I'm going to wrap up the video with that. Just a quick look at the post-storm aftermath. Not too bad. As I said, the worst is the home farm with the corn there. A little bit down the road, but all in all, I think we got away pretty well, considering most of this wheat's still standing. As you can see, this wheat is pretty tall. It's up to my gut, but I got a friend of mine coming from Australia. He's going to visit for a couple days. He's coming Tuesday afternoon, I think, is what he figures he'll be landing into our place. A Nuffield scholar from southern Australia, has a vineyard with his family, so he's going to spend a couple days with us. Wednesday we also have some European journalists coming in with the Grain Farmers of Ontario. We're just going to kind of promote some of the sustainability work that we're doing in Ontario for grain and oilseed producers. But they're going to come to my farm and see kind of what we're doing with strip till and some of our conservation practices and cover crops. And they also want to talk to Sandy about her work she's been doing the last 2 years with her vlogging at Sheepishly Me and her consumer engagement. So the first part of this week's kind of busy, shipping some soybeans tomorrow, visiting with my friend and catching up to hear about his travels. He just spent 6 weeks traveling the world with a global focus program that's put on by Nuffield Australia. So it'll be pretty cool to hear what he saw over the last 6 weeks and talk with a journalist, and I think we're going to be hardcore into wheat harvest. We might even nose into it just to get an idea where things are at. But with that, thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted on how the corn turns out, and hopefully we see you from a combine cab here shortly.